From the time public education became mandatory in 1871, it is clear that admission requirements for undergraduate programs at Canadian universities have changed. University-grade admission requirements have seen a dramatic increase over the last 17 years, with some university admissions starting at 70% in 2001 and then increasing by 10% by 2017. 50% of students who complete bachelor degrees finish university with debt, so there's a lot of pressure for a student to get into the right or the best school. Nowadays, universities are looking for well-rounded students, the best of the best. They want students who have high grades, are involved in extracurriculars or sports, and who have out-of-classroom experience. The problem: some students are able to meet the increasing demands of university admissions more than others because they have access to resources that some do not. Students who are able to meet the increasing demands of university admissions include students that attend private schools that offer IB or AP programs, students that have access to networking, and other students who have access to after-school tutoring programs. Also, those who are in better financial positions will find a university education more attainable, or students who have parents who are formally educated will most likely go to university as well. The increasing demands of university admissions causes pressures for students to become super students. This form of self-competition stems from the start of elementary school and essentially worsens by the time students begin to apply for undergraduate programs in university or college. What is a super student, you may ask? Picture this: a student who is top of his class, captain of the football team, holds a part-time job, and volunteers in his community. Now erase that picture from your head, because a super student does not exist. We cannot expect one person to do it all. Society has this idea of a super student that is highly unattainable. However, some students are able to get closer to the ideal of the super student due to certain privileges like financial support from family or extracurricular opportunities. Less privileged groups of students find it more difficult to achieve the ideal due to the lack of financial resources and other supports. Students from high-class families will probably feel more pressure to be super students, especially if their parents went to university, have good jobs, and have high expectations of them. Who is being targeted? The main targets of this problem is students of lower socioeconomic status. They're exploited because university institutions only offer education to those who have the necessary resources and money to be there. There are two main effects that the increase in university admissions has on students. Number one, it severely affects the mental and physical health of students. Students go to extreme measures to keep up with school and all their responsibilities. Number two, it is just another social factor that widens the gap between the rich and the poor. Those of higher classes will have access to resources so that they can meet the higher university admission requirements. Also, higher education is needed to secure better jobs. So if people of lower classes are not going to university, then the chance of them getting a good job is pretty unlikely. Why does this matter? Students want to learn and are being denied the opportunity to do so because the system is not allowing for equal opportunity. For some, a post-secondary education is a chance for individuals to move upwards in the social ladder. Thus, being denied access to an education that means that these students who already come from a lower socioeconomic status background remain oppressed. This also matters because we are leaving students behind. Peaking admission requirements serves as a mechanism to further exploit students. The system is not considering the setbacks that some of the populations have compared to others, and rather filtering a system designed to cater to those of higher socioeconomic status. Here are two solutions. The first solution is post-secondary system education reform. We propose that we abolish the private school sector and implement a well-rounded secondary education system so that students have equal opportunity. The second solution is supplementary applications. It acknowledges that students come from different economic backgrounds and life circumstances, and it also allows the universities to get to know the real you. A question to keep in mind when considering our policy proposal is, shouldn't everyone have access to a higher education system? We believe that if students want to gain a higher education, then they should have the opportunity to do so, despite their socioeconomic status, race, gender, and so on. We hope that you will consider our policy proposal to increase the education system for all.